Welcome to Trendsetters with me, Yaa Somuah. It's safe to say my guest has the voice of an angel. She is a wife, a mother, and an amazing singer. It is none other than Sena Dagadu.
Hello. I am wife, daughter, mother, singer, songwriter, creator, activist, and I am a trendsetter. Before you go, be you, be true, be free. Before you go, be you, be true, be free.
Now it's nice and sunny outside. When will we see you settling in Ghana?
Hey, you started a big question. You know, I think that I'm settled in Ghana. I grew up here, I was born here. I always return no matter where I go. And so for now, even if you don't see me 24/7, 12 months out of the year, I'm here. I'm very much present.
Okay, so your dad is from Ghana,
yes,
and your mom is from Hungary.
Yes.
I just want to know, where did a Hungarian woman meet a Ghanaian man?
Funny enough, they met in Hungary.
Okay.
They met in Hungary because my father studied in Hungary with a scholarship in the 70s. And although they didn't meet in school, they met in a hospital because my mom was in there for some checkups and my dad was also in there for some checkups. And on one sunny, cool afternoon, they were both walking around in the garden of the of the hospital, and they met on a bench and started talking and ended up
there
creating history. Let's say that.
So did you guys move to Ghana, or you first lived in Hungary?
I was born and raised in Ghana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was born.
So what schools did you go to?
I went to Ave Maria Nursery School.
Okay.
I went to Services Primary for a short bit, and then I went to St. Teresa's.
Oh, I went to St. Teresa's too.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
I went to St. Teresa's from class 4 to GSS.
Okay.
Then that was GSS times.
Okay.
And then I went to St. Rose's in Akwetiang.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
What was your upbringing like? How was little Sena Dagadu?
I had a very lucky and happy childhood because I got the best of both worlds. My dad was working in the petroleum sector. He's a very studious, very serious guy, but my mom makes jewelry, so she's a creative, artistic person. So I got a combination of the two. I had to study well, but as long as I studied well and had good grades, I would have a lot of freedom to travel around with my mom in the summer. My mom was always a very curious person and very interested in Ghanaian culture, so I spent a lot of my childhood traveling around Ghana with her. We'd go to derbas and festivals and, you know, go and see monkey sanctuaries and go all the way to the north, south, go and discover all the places that are in Ghana. My mom also does a lot of research on beads, and so I would follow her to go and see the Depot Festival in Kubu, you know, like we did a lot of things together growing up. And I'm kind of like, people will probably remember me in school as being one of the class clowns.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was always kind of just trying to make everybody happy, trying to make everybody laugh, being silly. But also very active. I did a lot of extracurricular activities, from judo and ballet to traditional drumming and dancing, always, you know, coming around the stage somehow, debates, poetry, acting in the plays. Yeah, very good.
Would you say you were a strict mother or you were the soft one?
I don't know, I'm not like super strict. I don't have a cane and things like this. I don't do that kind of strictness. But I agree with my dad that there are certain standards. When you've done this and you've studied that and you've taken care of this, then you can have the perks that come. So I like to hold myself to systems with my daughter as well.
So when you're in Hungary, do you cook any Ghanaian meals?
Oh yeah, we do. Funny enough, not even me, my husband.
Okay.
My Hungarian husband.
Okay.
Because he loves to cook. And so since we've been together, we've been coming to Ghana obviously since, I don't know, over 10 years ago. And he makes the best jollof rice ever in the world. He makes perfect groundnut soup. Like, yeah, he's the chef.
Okay, speaking of your hubby, we see you mixing business with pleasure. Yes. And they say never mix business with pleasure.
Yeah.
So how does that dynamics work?
See me, I don't like taking advice from people who don't know what they're talking about.
Okay.
So, honestly, we started to work together before we got together. So we have a system, like it's not just mutually beneficial, but we've got mutual understanding because we know the industry that we are in together. We have worked together for years and years and years. In fact, we have actually built our, well, I don't want to use some, big gregarious word like empire, but what we have right now is a result of us working together for the last 10 years. And I don't know, people are always scared that, don't mix business with pleasure, da, 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 da. I don't even care. I don't even think about those things because we have an understanding between us. We know we have a common goal, we have common purposes, and that actually helps us.
Someone like me who's never been to Hungary, what is the music scene like? Is it bubbly?
It's quite bubbly actually. Hungary has a deep-rooted musical culture as well, especially in like the classical music scene and whatnot. But over the last 10 to 15 years, there has been a serious growth in popular music and contemporary music as well. Lots of festivals have popped up, lots of live bands, and people making radio-friendly music as well. So the scene has grown quite a bit.
How popular is Afrobeat in Hungary?
Well, it's not definitely not as popular as here, it's a complete different musical culture over there. But for our part, for example, we have been trying to kind of imbibe and show little aspects of not just Afrobeat, but different musics that relate to Africa and African music and rhythms and things like that. So we try to always, show some things. My husband used to DJ a lot and do a lot of radio programs where he would make playlists of African music and stuff like that. So we try to do our part to introduce it into the musical bloodstream over there.
We can't mention Sena Dagadu without mentioning Skolum. Do you get tired of people associating you with Skolum?
Oh, tired dear, no, because I think that song did wonders for putting me on the map in the Ghanaian music scene, so I never get tired of it. Yeah, no.
What was the collaboration like?
It was just fun, I've known Reggie for a long time, and so we always compare, like, what are we doing, what have you been doing the last few years, etc. So when he joined VVIP, he was like, yo, you need to come and do something. And then first of all, he just wanted to introduce us with Zeal and Prodigal and whatnot. So I had just come a few years ago. We were just sitting down and listening to each other's music, like introducing ourselves, musically. Everybody with their phone and their little laptop, like, okay, listen to this, okay, listen to this, listen to this. And then they put on that beat, and I was like, yeah, God, what a beat. Next thing I know, Reggie's calling me like, Charlie, send out the song here too. I'm like, oh, cool. Yes, we've done something. So it was easy breezy. They're very easygoing guys. Last night, before going to perform, we ran to the studio to record another thing so that we have something in the works coming soon. Okay,
so another VVIP and Sena.
Yeah, wow. But with some other more guests in that song. Like, so it's going to be, hey, can I say? Like, can I really say? I don't know if I can say. But I do know that there's Nigeria is involved, the UK is involved, Ghana is involved, Hungary is involved. It's an international collaboration.
Okay, so
but
you're going to
soon
storm
find
Ghana.
out.
Musicians pour their heart and soul into the album. What songs would you say are your precious babies?
This whole album is actually my one big precious baby because I started working on this material over 2 years ago, writing the music as well as the lyrics. So it's the first time that I've actually put myself to work on an entire album in its entire form, and it all represents me and my feelings, my emotions, my thoughts, what's the rhythm in which my heart is beating. And so the whole album is really, truly very dear to my heart. It's a nice, deep, cool, calm, soulful, emotional, spiritual, fantastic album. It's not a Russian album trying to be radio friendly. No, it's a introspective, calm, very adult album. And it was all recorded live as well. Oh no, there are no swear words and things like that. Anybody can listen to it. But I mean, like in kind of content and context, it's for me, it should not adult, mature. Okay, better word.
Okay. You You've worked with Walasi,
Yes.
you've worked with Reggie, you've worked with VVIP. When is Sena going to work with the sisters, the women in the music
You see
scene?
now, actually, funny enough, I've met quite a few women in the music industry this year that I've been here. Usually, I don't consciously plan collaborations. I roam around the world and I meet people, and it's the people that I actually, we meet, we talk, we have a handshake, we get introduced, we meet, like people that I physically come in contact with that I do collaborations with.
Some people say you need to work 10 times as hard when you're a woman. Do you face any challenges as a woman?
I don't know. This is some kind of trick question. The funny thing is, I don't think of myself. I don't think about those things when I'm working or when I'm focused, when I'm doing something. I don't think about, are they doing this to me because I'm a woman, or is he talking to? I don't care. I'm focusing on what I'm doing. I'm going at it 100%. I don't know how a man would do it because I've never been in his shoes. I don't know how another woman might do it because I've never been in her shoes. So I just do it to the best of my capabilities. When I'm focused on doing something, I'm not looking at the outside world. I'm like a bull. I'm just going from my own heart and my own vim, So I don't know, maybe, but even if there are certain situations that are harder or not, me is the result. Can I do it? Yes. Go this way. No. Go that way. Try something else. Do something else.
The Ghanaian music scene, some people say the scene is non-existent. Some people say we need a lot of work. What do you think about the industry?
The industry needs a lot of work.
What do you think can be done?
A lot of things need to be done. I mean, I'm not going to assume that I know how to fix every problem with every industry. I'm not that well versed in the business structure of music. I have my own setbacks and whatnot in the music industry as well. But for example, yesterday what we were talking about with musicians, performers, and sound engineers, for example, in a conversation that came up at the studio, was a number of things. Number one, live music. Performing of live music. I'm lucky enough to live in a country where there are lots of live musicians, lots of live bands. The festival culture and the festival industry is supported by live musicians. Here in Ghana, it's unfortunate, but you don't see enough venues, you don't see enough live bands physically with the bass, the horns, the this thing. You don't have the big artists organizing live bands to play live music. It could be a huge industry because Ghana is filled with wonderful music, but everybody is focused on making a radio hit, letting the radio play it, and then nobody performs it. Or even if they perform it, it's just a DJ and one guy standing there, cool. No problem. It's a challenge to work with a band because it takes time, it takes effort, it takes creativity, it takes patience, it takes money, it takes a lot of things, but it builds industry. It gives jobs. It brings the music to life. It should be something that should have support systems from the government to support a lot of live music, because I think for such a musical country, it's a shame that there is not enough live music.
So when it's all said and done, how do you want Sena Dagadu to be remembered?
How do I want Sena Dagadu to be? As honest, as funny, as true, as cooperative, as community-based, as the glue that holds together different cultures, different continents, as somebody who tried.
I'm sure you loved the video you just saw. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel here and on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.